Hey everybody, Wolfie here. Got a little project on the go. Something working towards a much bigger project. Um, I'm in the process of getting all my stuff made and put together and all that stuff for a solar upgrade for next year for the system. And today I'm making a couple bus bars. So wanted to share that process with you. It's nothing fancy. Um, Starting with some copper pipe that I've flattened out, and I'll spin the camera around here and I'll show you how we're going about this. Okay, so got my 1/2 inch copper pipe. As you can see, I got her flattened out pretty good. Now these do not have to conduct a whole crap load of electricity. If they did, I would double them up like this, and that would be the bus bar. But because they're on lower amounts for the way the project's going to go, I can just go with a single layer. And I've got my spots marked so it has an upward, like, so the center section sits up off the surface, and I have rubber mounts for on the ends where they'll fasten down. I've got to drill out my holes. I've got 3 holes that'll be going to this size bolt, I think the 1/4 inch, and then I've got one that'll be the heavier one. This is the one that's going to the battery bank, so it'll have a much heavier wiring and connector on it. So I'm gonna get these holes drilled out, show you where they sit from there. Then we'll get the bending done. Okay, pilot holes are all drilled. So now we got to do, these go out a little bigger, the end ones. These have to go to the 1/4 inch size, this one to the 5/8. I think that's right, 5/8, no, 3/8. Whichever one I measured, this size I measured that one out to. I'll have to check. I'll just keep drilling it out till it's big enough. Okay, here we have the bolts all in place. And one thing you want to do is make sure that you tighten these as solid as can be onto this copper plate. Now, there should be a second nut on each of these. I need to pick up a package. I never even thought of it when I was getting my stuff earlier today. These ones I had to buy the bolts and the nuts separately, so luckily it was a package of 2 bolts and a package of 4 nuts. So that worked out perfect. So yeah, just gotta get one more package of these nuts for these ones. Now the only thing left to do is put my bends in it so this sits up off the surface and I can rubber mount the ends. Start out piece of copper tube. I used 1/2 inch thick wall copper tube. Flatten it out, like cut your length. These are 7-inch lengths, and yeah, you pound her flat with a hammer, get it really good and flat. This one needs a bit more hammering before I start working on it. Then you measure out where your holes will be. As you can see, I was a little bit off center on these ones, but that'll still work. Your mounting holes, ends. Drill all your holes out, and you can either do the bending before or after putting the bolts in. I'd honestly recommend doing it before you put the bolts in, just to make it a little easier to maneuver. Then you've got your bolts for your hookup cables from the like things like I'm going to have 2 charge controllers hooked to it, plus a spare, plus my cable to my battery bank. The spare regular wire connector will be for, hopefully I'd like to put a meter on so I can measure stuff, and this could be possibly where it ends up going, is to the bus bar. I have to look at how the little meters wire up and stuff, but not professional, definitely not up to code. Do not try this if you have to go to code for your build, but it's something and it'll work. Okay, thanks a lot for watching, everyone. Just short little project video, something I'm working on, like I said, for little project going towards a big project. So everyone have a great day, and we'll talk to you all soon.